Sorry, got cut off there. Every time I hit an enemy now with my grenades, their damage is reduced by 20 seconds, or I'm sorry, by 20% for 3 seconds. I changed that earlier today off camera because I realized that I had, what did I have on? What was it? Archery. I had archery as my third passive there, and I realized for the past, I don't know how many videos I've been making in gameplay, I've been using this melee spear. I'm not even using a bow, and I have this passive on here that gives me, you know, buffs if I use a bow, a crossbow, or a hand crossbow. So obviously I removed that. I swapped that out for numbing traps, which I thought maybe going with grenadier, but when I do that, you know, I'm not using cluster arrows, so you know, that buff would be a waste. And the hatred generation is just increased by 2 every time I use grenades, and I don't really think I'm lacking for hatred generation that much. So I really didn't need that. And obviously the third part of this buff is upon death you drop a giant grenade that explodes for 450% weapon damage. Well, the goal here in hardcore is not to die, so if I did die, we'd see a nice pretty death with a grenade, but that would be the end. So hopefully I'm never going to have to see that. So that passive didn't really make sense to me, to only get, you know, 2 more hatred, you know, an increase of 2 more hatred. So I went with numbing traps, which actually helps me out in hardcore a little bit by, you know, reducing enemies' damage by 20%. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on that as well.
Look, more hidden footprints.
All right, did I just? Yeah, I just disrupted that one. Okay. Excuse me for clearing my throat here. I don't know what it is. All right, this might be a problem here. I think we're okay, but the frozen is not too bad because I can escape that easily enough with Vault. But the wasps and the plague. Okay, good. We're okay. See, as long as I play it safely, I should be okay. Just using a Vault, you know, to my advantage. And we're just going to skip that for now. No reason really to go into any random dungeons anymore unless I have a specific reason. But as long as I play it safe and, you know, use Vault effectively and not take any major risks, I should be okay. Just try to keep my distance from enemies. Alright, see, something like that now, Waller and Jailer combined might put me in a situation that I don't want to be in. But so far we're okay here. I just have to play it safe and keep my distance from enemies, and I think I'll be okay. The only thing I think that would really kill me at this point is if I got walled and had some arcane beams spawn on top of me. If I got walled in one place and arcane beams are on top of me, even though I might be able to survive a few seconds on an arcane beam, I think that might be the end of me. So let's hope that that doesn't happen. Other than that, I think I should be okay. Nothing can really one-shot me, and with Vault, you know, I can get out of a sticky situation pretty easily if I need to, so I should be okay. Come on. When I was on the auction house earlier, I found an item that was pretty cool. I never even knew it existed in this game. You know, I haven't really played Demon Hunter that much. I mean, I have a level 60 Demon Hunter in softcore, but, you know, I kind of quickly just got him to 60 and didn't really, you know, play him intensively. You know, I just got him to 60 and moved on. But there's an item in the auction house that I found. Apparently there's a cloak called the Dark Knight's Cape, which is pretty cool. I don't know if that's a Batman reference or not, but probably is. It's an actual, you know, it's a pretty good item actually, but I couldn't afford any of the really good ones, and you know, I really just wanted to buy it to see what it looked like visually, but I couldn't really afford any of the ones that were on the auction house, any good ones, and I didn't want to waste my money on a cheapy one for one, you know, that I wouldn't really use. So I skipped over it, but it was pretty neat to see that. You know, some classes have some low-level legendaries that I'm not even aware of. Wizard, I pretty much have seen every item that's available, high and low level, legendary sets, you know, everything. But for the other classes here, I haven't really paid attention, you know, to a lot of the low level legendaries, and some of them are pretty decent actually. I'm actually quite impressed with some of the art and the stats of certain low level legendaries. The problem is they're just not viable for endgame, which is, you know, a bummer, because it's kind of like so much art and effort and time and talent was put into these items for, you know, for what? They're kind of going to waste. So I'm really hoping with this upcoming itemization patch, once all legendaries and sets are able to roll at item level 63, we'll be able to use some of these underused legendaries, you know, for end game at level 63, which would be pretty cool, because something like the Black Knight's Cape or the Dark Knight's Cape, excuse me, or Beckinsale, which is a reference to Kate Beckinsale from the movie Underworld, the vampire hunter. The actress Kate Beckinsale, she wore you know, kind of like a black uniform in that movie, and it's a black cloak for Demon Hunter. I think that's pretty cool, you know. Some of the ideas and everything that went into these legendaries, but a nice Beckinsale actually is better, I think, is better than a lot of Demon Hunter cloaks that you can get. It has attack speed on it, you know, if it rolls 3 sockets. It also has +1 the crit chance on it, so you get another 1% crit chance. And if you get one that adds to max discipline and with 3 sockets, I mean, that thing, I would venture to say that that thing is better than a Nat's cloak, or you know, another decent cloak that you can find for a Demon Hunter. I would actually use that in its current state, even without itemization. If I found a nice Beckinsale, I would actually use that for my Demon Hunter. So it's pretty cool, you know. A lot of these legendaries that get overlooked or are underused, some of them are pretty decent. What do we have here? Extra health, wall, or death. Alright, shouldn't be too bad as long as I don't get trapped inside a wall. My boar's about to die. That's okay though. Yeah, he just died. Summon a new one. There we go. Oh, we still have one. I didn't even realize. Okay, there we go.
Need more time.
Sometimes it's hard to pay attention, to keep track of elite packs when you're not level 60, because you don't get any Nephilim Valor stacks yet. And because of that, you know, I just kind of just cruising along, you know, cruising through, and sometimes you, or I do anyway, forget one of an elite pack here. Alright. We gotta head up to the northwest here. I could have also used the Vault passive in place of that third one that I changed out. The one where it increases your movement speed, I think by 35% or something like that after you vault, which would have given me a lot, you know, greater mobility, but just on a defensive point of view, I think the one that I have is better for my survivability. Just a quick update, I still haven't gotten a Murlocket yet in softcore. So, ever since getting the Paragon level 100 on my wizard, I haven't really played much softcore. I did actually play him a little bit earlier today, and I did one quick pt10 run in Act 1. Didn't find anything. I found a pair of Vile Wards that were crap. I just threw them up on the auction house for no buyout. I had no vitality or anything on them, so they weren't that good, but I played him, you know, I like playing him still. I like playing the wizard, but you really do lose something when you're already Paragon level 100 and you're not really progressing anymore. So I do hope that Blizzard adds something in with one of the next few patches, or at least with the expansion pack for Paragon level 100 characters. You know, something, you know, another kind of incentive to keep going. You know, give us the feeling of progression.